Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. Well, actually it's the Skylands world, but now it's the Skyblock world. And why is that? Well, I kinda had to change a few things. Why is that? Well, I don't know exactly the island I had last time, but this is a completely new island. And this is all that I've built so far. And done so far, which is a lot of trees. I'm gonna chop them while I'm talking. Yeah. Because, what have I changed? Well, let's begin at the start. I first had a Skylands world and a Skyblock world on one server. Which was very nice, I could switch between them in multiverse. Which is pretty good. But then I started to think, oh wait, jobs and MCMMO skill stats, so they don't, they count per server, not per world. Would have been nice if they counted per worlds, which is not the case. But then I also noticed some things are not working with those two. Well, at least the MCMMO plugin. The jobs plugin is mostly working. It is working and doing what it should be doing. Although now that I say that, browse. Oh yeah. Join you. Job slave miner. Jobs join farm. Okay. Yeah. Well, for some reason, I don't know why, I thought MCMMO worked properly when I started playing Skyblock, but I can't remember if I paid attention to that. But I kind of noticed it didn't work at all in some situations. Or not even a situation. I don't know exactly why or what. But for example, when I was destroying stones in the Skylands world, I got XP for it, which means I got more levels. When I collected stone in Skyblock world, which is on the same server, but just a different world through multiverse, it didn't give XP at all. Although, when I did something else, for example, I think it was herbalism, which is gathering crops and such, that did work on both of them. I'm like, why is this not working? It's so stupid, I could not find a solution. It's really weird, and since I don't own the plugin, I don't know how it works. Which means I can also not check how it works, make it better and fix it. So, what have I now been doing? Well, I kinda took out the plugins that I definitely need in order to have a playable Skyblock, which are a lot. I still have these. Some might not be needed, but I added them for the sake of, oh yeah. Should be useful and I do want to have them. So what I'm now doing is I am gathering all the source code of all the plugins, and then I'm checking them for content or how they work and so on, so I can like edit them myself. And then I could maybe also improve them and make them work better. Which is kind of the same thing I did with all the mods I played. When I played in a modded world in my last series. And that was very good. Because then if I found something that I found odd, I could change that. Make it better for next time. Which makes, well, playing this and making mods and plugins for it really nice. Because that's kind of the thing I do. I'm not for nothing a software engineer, so I might as well decompile everything and then recreate it and rewrite it to make it fit better the situation I want. I'm gonna do the same thing with the Skyblock and everything that is in this server now. I started no, not really. I got the source code of the Skyblock plugin and now I'm like reading it, understanding it, see how it works, and maybe I could change things to make it better. Although I kinda doubt it because Skyblock plugin in general works pretty good. I've not seen something that's weird or off because it's just one world. It's not like dependent on something that's could be on multiple worlds. For example, MCMMO should work on every world in a server. Well, apparently it does not. Not on everything, at least. Which is kind of weird. So what I'm doing is I'm rewriting compiling my own version of every plugin I'm using, and then try and find out how to make it work better. So for now, I'm now playing on a server with just Skyblock, not Skylands. That's on a different server. There's no Skylands world in this one. So I'm gonna play in a world depending on where I'm working on. If I'm doing Skylands stuff, I'll be playing there. And for now, I'm just playing Skyblock just to A, tell you the things I've been doing, and B, what the plan is. And C, what I'm gonna do with, well, this series. Well, in general, Skyblock is about making an island and practically do anything you want. That's at least how I describe it, based on what many people do. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try and complete all the challenges, which is not something I have not done before. I have done it before on a online server, where I also have played Skyblock, which I am now still sometimes playing Skyblock. I do not really have a lot to do there, except talk to people and help people, in general. Because I have an island there that is level 11,300. Well, now I have an island on level 46, so yeah, a long way to go. I could give a tour on that island once for a video. Could be fun. But not now. I'm now trying to do Skyblock stuff on my own server. Which is important, because I want it to work properly to have more fun. That's the general idea. If you are a software engineer, you would get it, because then if you can fix something to make it better, then just do it. Oh yeah, and also, one of the weird things, for example, I have jobs plugin, which works pretty good still, because I'm wood cutting and I'm getting points for cutting wood. Although there's one thing that's really weird, and that's considered with the miner job. Because with the miner job, what do I need to do? Info miner, I think? Oh yeah. It says here you get points for all kinds of ore blocks, which makes sense. It also says you get points for andesite, diorite, granite and all versions of stone. Well, I consider all stone as in stone, stone bricks, cobblestone, all that kind of stuff. Well, if you would look at the fact that I have played with Miner before, currently I have no information. What? What was the thing then again? It was stats, right? I don't get it. What was it? Oh, I need to have that active. I think. Yeah, I don't have Miner now active, but can I jobs browse? Now it does not say my level here, but when I have Miner, I have like no experience at all in it, because for apparently mining stone or cobblestone doesn't give you XP at all. Although it says all versions of stone, which is kind of weird. And then I tested it out on mining an iron ore block. That did give me indeed XP. Which also says in the list of things you can do in order to get XP for miner. Mine ore blocks. That works. But it also says all stone, which does not work. So I'm like, something is wrong here. I don't get the all stone term. And that's also one of the things I'm going to change when I get to the jobs plugin. It says all stone. So I'm assuming stone, cobblestone and all that kind of stuff. Well, it doesn't give anything to me. And no, it's not that I didn't have the job active for so I had it active all the time. I did not get anything for every block that I mined for, well, this entire platform. So yeah, that's kind of weird. It's also kind of the weird thing with MCMMO, because there the miner also didn't do much, I think. But the other things did. It's kind of weird. Somehow it thinks it's world dependent or something, which should not be the case. Well, it seemed like it. I don't know if that's even in the plugin itself. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna find it out when I have got the source code and rewritten, looked at everything and then changed it. Because I want plugins that work properly. Like the mods I made. They are much better than they were in the past. If I would have played the original of those mods, that would be not so much fun. Why is that? Well, I don't know if you have seen the last series with me playing with my mods, but all the dungeons I raided, those are my creations. I created them based on the existing mods that's like implemented it, but those dungeons were like non-existent in any case. It was like if people have seen it, you would have probably seen that I've raided like 10 forts or something, castle-like buildings. The original version of that is like it's like 3 times less big, with walls that are not walkable or climbable like mine are, and also there are just like a few spawners in it, instead of mine that has like around 10 or 20, depending on the size. Well, with my mod you get an actual dungeon. With the original you don't get a real dungeon, in my opinion. It's too yeah. What's a good word for it? It's not something you would like. Well, at least I would have liked it. I wanted to have an actual dangerous dungeon. That one was just not dangerous. There are more versions of situations that dungeons were not really interesting, but that was one of the major ones. And now for the same thing, well, not really dungeon related, but now with the plugins. For some reason plugins are not maybe that what they could be. So when I rewrite them to make them better, I could maybe add some stuff to make it even more interesting. I don't really know yet. Because the things that the plugins add to the game is pretty good. But I kind of need to know all the details in order to know, can I think of something that will make it even better? I don't know yet, so yeah. For now I'm just playing and testing out things and make things work. Or hopefully work at some point. Would be nice. And also one of the things I have to change, which is probably now already the whole time on my screen, is on the stats boards you see balance. And the number you see on balance is like ridiculous. Well, that dot you see like after the first 4 numbers, that's a comma. So it should actually say 1586.69 and not 69299995. Why is it saying that? I have no idea. For some reason it started doing that and it's absolutely horrendous. How hard is it to put a number formatter on that? So it will only show at a maximum 2 numbers or none at all. You don't need to know how much money you have 10 digits below one coin. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I'm gonna fix that at some point when I get at it. It's not the worst case because, well, it does what it does, showing how much balance I have. It's not like game breaking or something. So that's gonna wait. First thing is the skybox itself. So I know how it works and what it needs. So I can get the idea of how you make it. And then I can look at the jobs and MCMMO thing. So in short answer, I have a lot of work to do. The more plugins I have, the more work it's gonna be. Okay, now also my island level is gonna be dropping when I check my level because all the trees are gone except for these 2. And that's, by the way, a lot of money if I sell that. I'm gonna sell that in a moment when I'm done here. So if I sell that, I can get a lot more cobble and dirt and then expand area. And I can make a farm. if I have a farm, I could also make money out of the farm. Because on this skyblock, in comparison to the skyblock online I'm playing, I think I already told this last time, but with me you can get like money from almost everything, instead of just a few things. With the skyblock online, the only way of getting actual money is by either chopping wood or mining cobble and make stone bricks out of it. And well, my plan for this skyblock is yeah, you need to be able to make money out of more things, and hopefully you can make money out of everything. Not necessarily that one is way better than the other, but that you have options, that you can have multiple things on your island. And depending on what you like to do in order to get money, you can do that without like losing a lot of money compared to other methods. Which kinda, it sounds nice. And also, because of the whole getting money for jobs doing, I'm already getting a little bit of money from just chopping the wood. Which is good, because for every 1280 coins I can buy a stack of cobble or dirt. And if I sell a stack of wood, yeah, logs actually, not wood planks, but logs, you get 1280 coins. So for every stack that I sell, I can buy a stack of cobble and dirt. Great. But if I'm gonna expand, I need more torches, because, well, in between, before I, like, recreated the server for Skyblock and all that kind of stuff, I had an invasion of mobs because I did not place enough torches, and then at some point there were 20 mobs on my island, which made my island unsafe for the next half hour, because I was not prepared to battle so many mobs, which was kind of bad. So I'm gonna take it not too fast. If I expand something, I need to secure it with torches. I don't want an invasion of mobs like last time, because that is not something you want to see. It's funny, but it's not useful for the island. Because you need to get rid of the mobs. That's harder than you think. Okay. That were all the trees. I have now more than a stack of spruce saplings. Great. More trees coming up. Before that, well, you need to despawn. That's gonna take a time. Shop. I want to sell all the wood. How much money am I getting from that? I got 16,000. Oh yeah, now it formatted back to 3 numbers. I think it formats when I have a certain amount of money, so that it thinks like, yeah, so many numbers behind the point is too much. I'm not sure of that though. Okay, 2. I should have actually kept a stack of wood in order to make coal. That's something I did not really think about at this moment. Okay, I need to first plant the trees. If a tree grows, then I can directly chop it, burn it into coal, use that as torches. Because I really do need torches before I expand. But if I don't do that, if I expand, then there's a chance of mob spawning, and that's what I just told you I don't want. That's gonna end up in hell. Yeah, I'll put you up here as well. Okay, we have some sugarcane. I also need sand for the cactus to grow. Sand is I don't necessarily need cactus right now, but I need it to grow. Kinda. Yeah. Well, I can just place it there. You can grow. I need more of you later if I want to make a farm out of it. Because then you could... Oh great, trees are done. Now we can get some... some logs for more coal. Or charcoal. Or if only one torch. And if I want to expand my territory, I need a whole bunch of torches. In advance. So yeah. Work, work. Doing job. Yeah, because of the whole miner situation, that you don't get points from cobble and stone, it doesn't make sense, like I said. But that's also a reason why I don't have to, like, take the job anymore, because there's no way of training it on Skyblock. If you get, what is it? If you get XP from ore blocks only, in the current situation, then there's no way of training it, unless if you get actual points from andesite and diorite. Then the only way of training miner is by making andesite and diorite blocks, place them, and then mine them up. Which is totally useless. So yeah, I kind of still would like cobblestone to give points, like it says. Because then doing miner has an actual use. Because now it's completely useless on Skyblock. You cannot do anything with it. You cannot make ore blocks. You cannot get ore blocks from the stone gen, cobble gen. Unless if you turn on magic gen in Skyblock settings, which I am not intending. I'm not... as far as I've experienced, playing without is better than with. Because, well, getting ores is... It's not really something you need in the late game, unless if you want to play for a high level island. I'm not necessarily playing for a high level island. I'm playing to play the challenges, and for that you do not need ores. You can do it without. And even if you need a diamond tool, you can just get a diamond tool. And if you have, then by that time you probably also have villagers. Just get a villager with mending, and then you're done. You never have to get diamond tools again. Ever. Because when you have diamond tools and villagers and you have mending, you can just endlessly use your tools. You don't need to like repair it, because it will be repaired with XP. You don't have to buy new diamonds. That's great. Okay, it's daylight. I can build now without too much problem. And then, well, the logs are burning, so I can do this no problem. And I also need to place the dirt. Builder, level 6. Great. Getting money from everything is nice. It's really nice at the start, because if you don't have a lot of money, you can still get something just by doing stuff, and then eventually you can buy stuff. I like that idea. It gives you a little bit more of a start. Because with the online Skyblock, you need to actually gather stuff and then sell stuff. By the point you can actually sell a lot of stuff, it takes way longer. Because you cannot really get a lot at the start because you don't have good tools. And by how this is going now, it's going pretty fast. Because I get money that I can use to buy cobble and dirt, expand. The more area you have, the more stuff you can place. And the more things you can do in order to get more money. Which is nice. Okay. I'm just placing cobble now, and I'm getting money for it. How wonderful is that? Normally the payout check for jobs is like every 5 seconds, which is ridiculous. I changed it to a minute, because it kind of makes more sense. I think I already told that, because every time I had a thing on my screen saying, you get so many points, XP and money. So you get a message all the time on your screen. It's ridiculous. Now you only get it every minute. Way better. Then you get like paid out in a little bit more decent way. It would be weird if you get paid out per hour. Then you get like thousands of coins all in one go, or XP. But that's not gonna work, I think. Because if you do that, you need to be doing one thing for an hour, I think. I don't know how properly it will count the things you have done and I will give it to you. Not too sure on that. Sometimes it says you need to wait so many seconds in order to be paid out for this. So a minute is good, but longer than that, not sure on it. But this works fine, so. Okay, where did I start doing this? Over there. Oh, I'm not even halfway. Oh wait, no, I did a full circle once. Then I did the second one. Okay, so I did 1.5 almost. It's not bad. Now the dirt. I don't know where I left off though. I did not do that. Where was I? I was here. Behind the leaves. Somewhere. Oh yeah. I see it. There. Oh, go away. Great. All those leaves are kind of annoying if you don't have a complete surface underneath them, because the leaves go under where they're standing on. Do I also have... No, I don't. In the previous world I had a bunch of leaves underneath the cobble layer. It spawned under there. Kinda weird. Kinda annoying also. Okay, that little bit of points was for wood cutting the leaves. Okay. Kinda weird. But I'm building now. I'm placing dirt. Or does that not count for building? Should be. This is a little bit of the annoying parts, replacing the torches. But not too bad. Oh yeah, I need to get my torches. The charcoal for the torches. Okay. I can at some points place a torch. Not everywhere yet. I need to keep some dirt in order to place them. Okay, I've done here the torch line already, so I'm a little bit off. Kind of weird. Okay, wait. Let's do this like this. Maybe that's better. It's at least a little bit faster. Then I can just place all the torches in one row instead of doing it one by one. Why have I not think of this sooner? Trying to say stuff is also sometimes a question. There. That works. Oh, that was off. Come here. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Over there. There. Having a nice grid on the field is nice. 2, there, there, there. That's not long enough. Okay, now we can make this. Oh. The grass can grow on the dirt, which is nice, because the bigger the dirt field I have, the more chances of animal spawning is there. You don't need spawn eggs for animals, because they just spawn by natural, which is nice. And I don't have the situation of a lot of players being online, so the spawning will be less. I'm alone here. Even if you have just a few people, it will work. But if you have a lot of people, then I don't know. It depends on the settings you're playing on. In terms of animal spawning, I'm playing on the default. And I'm also playing... Why is that saying easy? It should be playing on hard. My father set it too hard last time. Or in between somewhere. Or maybe reset it because I needed to do the world change. But I have not encountered mobs yet, so that's not a problem. I've also not had a food problem because I had melon pretty fast, so it was nice. Yeah. I also have an apple. Nice. Nice. Okay, I still have my my starting animal here. I think soonish other animals will spawn when I have more grass. I just need more dirt and more cobble. But now you also know what I'm kind of doing here. I'm not that far yet, but I'm somewhere. Making progress, both on the island and making the game itself better by rewriting the plugins and expanding on it. So next time, probably I'm gonna continue this. Maybe I have my own version of a plugin already, not too sure. Depends on how much time I can invest in it. And for now at least, thank you for watching. See you again next time. So until later, until then, bye bye.